Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Rachna Rekhi and I am a physician. I'm board certified in pediatrics and also in lifestyle medicine. And these are my two wonderful children. And we started Wellness Wizards because I think it's really important for children to be part of the conversation about their own health and their own wellness.
My name is Maya, and my favorite animals are cheetahs. My favorite food is oranges. I absolutely love them. And I want to be healthy to be able to live a long, healthy, and happy life. And I'm hoping that this podcast can help educate others and help educate myself.
My name is Neil, and my favorite animal is Lucario, Pikachu, Mewtwo, and Mew, and wolves. And I want to do this health podcast so I can get to Stanford, and I want to be healthier so I can be the strongest, fastest, and smartest man in the world.
Children are very smart and they're very capable of making really great choices when they have the proper knowledge to do so. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
I make great choices. You said it yourself.
And we often take steps to become healthier when it really counts, like when, we have a new child coming into the family, we're going to become parents, or when, we have a health scare ourselves. But really, the time to be healthier is now. So we're going to talk about health topics, and my kids ask really great questions. So I think that this is a really great podcast that we're going to be able to talk about the things that are really important when it comes to health.
Yeah. Hi everybody! Welcome back to Wellness Wizards. Today we will be discussing red light, yellow light, and green light foods. Remember, please watch till the end, subscribe, and like, and comment down below. Today is a very important topic. The more subscribers we get, we will donate money to our favorite charity, Thara.
And do you want to tell us about our kids?
Yes, Thara is a home for children in India.
Thara is a home for children in India who have been removed from their homes because they've been in dangerous situations. And we really want to help these kids. We've become friends with these kids.
Yeah, we do video calls with them often.
Yeah. Okay, so today's a really, really important topic. And I think it's a great way to start the new year because people are making resolutions about how they want to eat and getting more exercise. And so one of the things that I want to kind of have a broader discussion on what we call red, yellow, and green light foods. And do you know why they're red, yellow, and green light foods?
I know.
Tell me.
Red light foods are unhealthy. Yellow light foods are not unhealthy or healthy. And green light foods are healthy.
Okay, so that's a really good way of thinking of it. What do you do when you're on a traffic light? When it's green light means...
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Green light means you go, red light means you stop, yellow means slow down. Just like foods. Green light, go, have more of that. Red light, stop, don't have a lot of that. Yellow light, slow down the amount that you have of that.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to start off today with a story.
Yay.
Who wants to hear a story?
Me! I love stories.
Okay, good. Here we go. All right. In the lively town of Nutriville, Red Light Reggie, a mischievous packet of red gummy candies, was infamous for causing chaos and tempting residents with his sugary delights. Reggie reveled in the attention he garnered, always seeking to lure unsuspecting townfolk into his web of unhealthy indulgence. One day, a grand event was announced, the annual food festival, hosted by the renowned chef nutritionista. The festival aimed to celebrate the importance of balanced nutrition, with each food group playing a crucial role. Unbeknownst to Reggie, the festival posed a threat to his sugary empire. As the festival approached, Reggie plotted to sabotage the festivities. He sprinkled sugary temptations across the bridge of balance, making it treacherous for those trying to navigate the red path. His tactics didn't stop there. At the Tower of Taste, Reggie planned to unleash a wave of irresistible red gummy candies, hoping to overshadow the efforts of his healthy counterparts. The day the festival arrived, as the townfolk ventured across the Bridge of Balance, Reggie's red gummy traps wreaked havoc. Trips, slips, and tumbles ensued as Nutriville residents found it nearly impossible to resist the allure of his unhealthy treats. Laughter echoed through the town, but it wasn't the joyous kind. It was the mischievous cackling of Red Light Reggie. Chef Nutritionista, realizing the nefarious plot, called upon the townfolks to resist Reggie's temptations. The Nutriville residents, empowered by the knowledge of healthy eating, rallied together. They bypassed Reggie's sugary traps, choosing instead the paths of balance and nutrition. Yellow Light Yara, a cheerful can of corn, stepped up with enthusiasm and determination. She became the beacon of balanced nutrition for Nutriville. Yara, armed with her love for hearty meals, organized cooking workshops for the townfolk. She showcased vibrant recipes that featured a harmonious blend of yellow light foods and green light foods, incorporating grains, plant proteins, and wholesome ingredients.
Yara's good.
Yara, yeah. She looks like she's pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. Greenlight Gabe, the wise green apple, played a crucial role in refreshing Nutriville with the goodness of green light foods. Gabe, known for his calm and collected nature, focused on promoting the benefits of fruits and vegetables. He established the Greenlight Garden, a communal space where residents could learn to cultivate their own fresh produce. To further engage the residents, Gabe introduced the Greenlight Fitness Challenge. Families participated in outdoor activities, picnics, and sports events centered around Greenlight foods. Gabe's dedication to promoting an active and healthy lifestyle resonated with Nutriville, encouraging everyone to make mindful choices for their well-being. In a surprising turn of events, Reggie's attempts to sabotage the festival failed. The true heroes, Yellow Light Yara and Green Light Gabe, emerged victorious, showcasing delicious and nutritious dishes that captivated the hearts and the taste buds of the Nutriville community.
That's a pretty good story.
Thank you. Not done yet. As the festival concluded, Reggie slinked away, defeated but not deterred. The townsfolk, armed with the knowledge of the dangers posed by Red Light Reggie, remained vigilant in their commitment to healthy eating, transforming Nutriville into a haven of balanced nutrition and well-being. And so, Red Light Reggie, once the mischievous ruler of sugary chaos, became a cautionary tale in the colorful history of Nutriville. Do you like it?
I loved it.
Good.
But now I'm tired. Stories make me sleepy.
Oh, well, you know what? There's a time for sleep, but that's not now. All right, so we listened to this story.
Yeah.
We talked about Red Light Reggie,
Yeah.
and he was not a great character, right?
No.
He was a bad character.
He was a bad character,
But
yeah.
Yara and
Evil.
the apple are very, and Yara and Gabe are really not good.
Yeah, Green Light Gabe, right? Okay, so when we talk about green light foods, what are we talking about?
We're talking about healthy foods that you want to eat more of.
Mm-hmm.
Like carrots, strawberries, beans, and lentils.
That's right.
Some vegetables and fruits are good for fiber, and some are good for other vitamins or protein.
That's right.
Lentils are really good for protein, and
Uh-huh.
apples are really good for fiber.
Okay, so that's a really good point. Well, let me ask you a question. So, like, you know how we say, have you ever heard this saying, eat the rainbow?
No.
No. So that's what a lot of people try to say to get other people to eat healthy foods because, you know, you have like carrots are orange and broccoli and kale and spinach are green, right? You have yellow squash. So we have like all these different colors. We have orange and red and purple, all these different colors.
There's blue cauliflower.
Yeah, there's purple cauliflower. So there's all these different kinds of foods that are colorful. So does that mean that all the colorful foods are what we should be eating?
No, that's a good thing.
Ah.
It's like, let's say you're eating a lollipop, but it's like a red lollipop, or you're eating an orange starburst. It is not healthy for you to eat that. It has to be a plant-based colorful food, because those foods would be red light because they are ultra processed and have lots of sugar in them.
Okay, so just because it's colorful
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it's a green light food, right?
You
Yes.
could eat a green water bottle.
All right. Okay. So when we talk about these different foods, so green, you made really good points. So green light foods, Neil, have lots of fiber, have lots of vitamins and minerals, have antioxidants,
And protein.
and they have protein,
And they have tastiness.
and they are very tasty.
Yes.
Yep. So, so those are some characteristics of green light foods. What about red light foods? What are some characteristics of red light foods?
I'm really good with red light foods. Not that I eat
Sugar?
a lot. Sugar, anything sugary, lots of candies, even sometimes chocolates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So lots of chocolates. A lot of these candies that you had talked about earlier, like Starburst and
Yeah,
Skittles.
lollipops, all that stuff.
And so a lot of these things they have a lot of added sugar. They sometimes have ingredients like high fructose corn syrup. And a lot of times when you look at the packet on the ingredients, what do you see?
Usually the first ingredients are sugar, maltodextrin, cane syrup,
Or oil.
corn syrup, and basically just a whole line of sugars, and then sometimes maybe milks, like for chocolates. But then in candies, it's basically just sugar and dyes. Like
Yeah,
literally,
and dyes.
I can make a candy. I can make a chewy candy. I literally get a chewy substance, melt it with some sugar, corn syrup, sugar, maltodextrin, melt it with that, add a dye, shape it into a square. That's a Starburst, basically. And a lot of other candies, you can do the same thing. They're just sugars and dyes.
Right.
And some red light foods have oil as their first ingredients, like samosas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So red light foods aren't just the added sugar ones, but it's also how they're prepared, right?
yeah. Also, one of the worst oils is palm oil.
That's right. Palm oil is really bad for you
Why is that?
because it's a saturated fat.
What's a saturated fat?
Ooh, you're asking me some really great questions. So saturated fats are fats that so like at room temperature they're solid. That's basically the definition of it. But the reason that they're bad is because they kind of wreak havoc on our bodies. And as you tune in for more episodes, we'll talk more about saturated fats and what that means. We're going to get into the details of a lot of these foods.
I have a question. So if I were to leave palm oil out on the counter, since it has a saturated fat, it'd turn to solid?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, if it's at room temperature, it would be a solid.
Wait, we should try that.
Why?
Because I want to see.
I want to waste money on palm oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So palm oil is definitely a saturated fat, huh?
And red light.
And red light. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So and even like coconut oil, by the way, yeah, is a red light food.
Why?
Well,
It has
palm
such
oil-
a
Saturated.
Palm oil and
High
coconut
saturated.
oil are kind of the same.
However, like if you use an olive oil and an avocado oil, they're still not as good, but they're much, much healthier.
That's right. And those are good oils for cooking on high heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And like sometimes you need to add something so that if you're
olive oil
cooking-
we don't cook with. Do you say
Yeah.
olive oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So generally, so if you're cooking at higher heat, usually grapeseed oil is a good one or avocado oil. We're getting a little bit into these details.
Yeah.
I just want to talk a little bit more about like the characteristics of these foods too. So like we talked about red light foods. So they're often deep fried, ultra processed plant-based foods also, or processed meats.
Okay.
Or
Right.
refined foods.
Or refined, yes.
Or saturated or trans.
Or trans saturated, that's right. So I think that I'd love to spend a lot of time on more episodes, and so I think that that's going to come. We're going to have that coming up soon, where we're going to discuss a lot of these things more in detail. What about yellow light foods?
Yellow light foods are foods that you don't want to have too much of. So let me just say something. Red light foods are foods that you should only be having like once a month or something, not very often. Green light foods you should have like every day.
A lot of.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
Red light food should be once a month or once a week.
Well, it's not so much that there's a definition of how much, like once a week, once a month.
It depends on how unhealthy that red light food is.
Yes.
You could have Nutella or Sprite, or you could have like chocolate.
Yeah. So Exactly. There's even within the foods, the red light foods, there's grades of that. Like there are some foods that I would say maybe aren't totally red light. Like I would call them even orange light. Like there's a little bit of a blend, right? Because
Okay, let me just
it's
say
hard to
what I was saying
differentiate.
again. So green light foods are foods that you want to have like almost every single day. You want to have a lot of that
A lot
stuff.
of those every single day, not
Yes.
just almost, but like 4 to 5 servings of
And
fruits
then
and vegetables.
red light foods are foods that you don't want to have very often. And yellow light foods are foods that you don't want to have every single day, but they're not as horrible as red light foods. They're not as good as green light foods. They're like a slow down, don't eat that much of it, and don't eat too much, and yeah.
It should be like maybe about like one meal every 5 days.
So the amount varies, and I think that with yellow light, like there are yellow light foods that you have every day, and it's
Like,
hard to avoid.
You
these.
have, and many people don't know this, but potatoes are a yellow light food, and so is corn because they have a lot of starch in them.
Well, so I wouldn't really call it from that perspective. I think that I would maybe say they're a mix of like a green yellow, because they do have a lot of nutrients
Okay.
as well, and so that would be something like between a green and yellow as opposed to like just a yellow light food.
Okay.
And then again, it depends on how you prepare it. So you could have a baked potato, and that could be a yellow light food.
Okay.
You could load that baked potato with sour cream and cheese. Now you've made it a red light food. You could deep fry that, with like you could have French fries, and that would be a red light food.
Yeah.
So it depends on how it's prepared, not just what the actual food itself is. The other thing is when we talk about yellow light foods, a lot of foods that are vegetables, like you said, or plant-based foods are still yellow light because they also have a lot of, they might have more fat in them. It's not just about that, yellow light foods that you want to have those like once every few days or whatever. That's something that we end up eating pretty much as a part of our diet every day because there are nutritional benefits. Like with yellow light, we have to balance what is the nutritional benefit versus what are the other ingredients or things, additives or anything that's in those foods that could be not so great for us.
Okay.
Right. So when we're looking at foods, for example, there are some foods that are plant-based foods that still have a pretty high fat content. And so I would say maybe those are foods we shouldn't have so much of.
Yes.
Foods like nuts and seeds also are plant-based foods, right? And those also have a high fat content. So you don't want to have a whole bunch of them, but you do want to have them. You do want to include them every day in your diet because they have a lot of nutrients. Like a lot of nuts have a good balance of omega-3, which is really great for your
heart.
It's not natural green light.
Nuts are not. Oh, you know what? We're going to play a game.
Ooh.
We're going to play a game, and I'm going to show you some different types of foods, and you're going to compete against each other, and we're going to see who gets this, okay?
So are you going to keep our score?
I'm going to keep your score, okay?
You're going
All right,
down.
and we're going to try to go really fast.
I'm going to leave you. Well, guess what? I hope you like sand because you're going to be left in the dust.
Sand and dust are not the same thing. You
Sorry.
need to do your homework.
Okay. So just on that note,
wait,
just closing
the
up about the yellow
floppies.
light foods. So
Floppies.
yellow light foods include processed plant-based foods and also animal-based foods.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to play this game, and may the best person win.
Which is obviously me because I'm the best.
You're not the best. Mommy's the best.
So on this game, you're going to get, each one of you is going to get 14 foods, and you're not allowed to look at the side of my screen. Each one of you is going to get 14 foods, and I want you to categorize as quickly as you can what category those foods fit into. Okay, so
you're going to write down if we get it right or wrong.
I'm going to count, okay? I have my fingers. I'm going to count. And so green, yellow, and red light food, you're going to categorize what they go into. And some of them are going to be tricky. They're not going to be that easy, okay?
Okay. And are you going to tell us then if we get it wrong?
I'm going to tell you right away. So I want you to read the food out.
Okay.
Okay? Read the food out and then say if it's what category it's in. Are you ready?
Yeah, and Neil, you can't say anything, okay?
Yes, and you
Wait,
cannot.
so after I do one, is Neil going to do one?
Yeah, Neil has one after. Nope, you got to.
So I do one, then Neil does one.
Okay, if you interrupt in the middle, you get a point taken off.
Yeah, of course.
So
I'm not going to help her.
So is it going to be like I go and then Neil goes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Okay.
Hang on a second. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm freaking out.
You are?
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Red light.
What's the food?
Sorry. It's potato chips, and I think they're red light.
Okay. Maya, your turn. Keep going.
Carrots, green light.
Okay.
Wow, this one's tricky. Coconut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna define that as a green light food.
Incorrect. That is a yellow light food.
Oh, dang it. Wait, why?
You know what? We're going to talk more about
Okay.
these in future ones, but coconut also so when we were talking about fats, coconut has a lot of
Oh.
saturated fat in it. Okay?
Okay, French fries. Deep fried with a lot of stuff on it, red light.
Okay.
Whole wheat bread. I'm gonna categorize that as a yellow light.
Okay. Very good.
Lentils, green light. Cake, red light. A lot of sugar. Oranges, a healthy snack. Fruits, green light.
Okay.
You're sounding like your teacher.
Tofu, yellow light.
Okay. Good.
Mushrooms, a very healthy food, but does it have any fat? I'm gonna go with no, green light.
Okay. Good.
Yes. Cow's milk. Oh, cow's milk is meant for cows, not humans. So I'm gonna categorize that as a red light.
So I actually count it as a yellow light food. And we'll talk about why.
What?
Calcium, it has vitamin D. The calcium, the vitamin D is something that's fortified. It's actually added
Okay,
to it.
just-
I always saw cow's milk was red light.
Yes. Well, when we're looking at things like cheese, I would definitely call those as red light.
Okay.
But I would call the cow's milk itself yellow light.
Next.
Okay?
Walnuts, very good for the brain, has omega-3, but you were talking about some nuts have fat, yellow light.
Okay.
Broccoli, a very healthy food, green light.
Okay.
Mac and cheese, there is cheese in the pasta, isn't the healthiest, so I'm gonna go with red light.
You got it right, Maya. Excellent job. So you missed two.
Oh yeah, cow's milk and
Coconut.
yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see if Neil can beat your score. Okay?
I'm gonna get a perfect
Okay.
score.
All right. So Neil's turn. Ready?
Yeah.
Set? Go.
Of course, if it's a fried and it's an egg, of course it's red light.
Okay.
It says it from its name.
Okay. All right.
Yellow light.
Say what's the food?
Oat milk is yellow light.
Oat milk is yellow light.
Green light, of course. Strawberries are green light.
Okay, good. Tricky
Pasta
one.
and lentils, I will do that as yellow light
And why?
because of the pasta.
You're absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Next.
Cookie is a red light food, of course.
Okay.
Avocado, yellow light
Why?
because it has some fat.
That's right. Okay, so avocado is a yellow light food. All right. Tomatoes, yummy.
Look what it says next to it. So good, yummy. You knew he hates tomatoes, Mom.
I gave you that one on purpose.
I can say green light. I'm not gonna say green light.
Okay.
You have to, or else you're gonna.
So
get
are
a
you
point
willing to
taken off.
forfeit your point?
Fine, I'll say green light.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Tempeh.
Red light
Tempeh is red light?
Yeah.
And why?
because it's deep fried.
Well, it's not deep fried. You happen to take a cooking class where they deep fried it.
What?
It's not normally deep fried. It doesn't come out.
Fine and yellow.
You have to tell me. You have to commit to a final answer.
Yellow.
Yellow final answer? Okay. All right.
Did he get it right or
Oh,
wrong?
yes, he got it right. He got it right. Yeah.
Cucumber is green.
Okay, very good. And cucumber has lots of water, so I love that
Yeah,
about it.
and it says it from its color.
Okay. Though,
Red.
do you know what a Beyond Meat burger is?
Red light, of course.
But why? It's a plant-based food.
It's ultra processed.
That's it. You got it.
And look, it has cheese.
Well, that's just okay. Yeah, the burger does have cheese, so that does make it. But
You don't
I'm
have
just
to
talking about the
add-
burger
You don't
itself.
have to add cheese to the burger.
Okay.
Ooh.
Vegan butter. Vegan butter.
I can't choose between yellow light and red light.
Between yellow and red light,
Well,
you have to commit. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds.
Is
to-
there an orange light?
No.
Fine, I'll do yellow light.
Yellow light?
Uh-huh.
That is incorrect. It's a red light food. Just like
That's
butter
one
is red
wrong.
light, you want to have limited butter, regular butter, you also want to have limited vegan butter.
Because it's ultra processed.
Yep. And it's full of saturated fat.
Okay, so you
Okay,
got one
Neil.
wrong.
Dates.
Can't choose between yellow and green.
You got to pick one.
Just choose
Just pick
quickly.
one. You have 5 seconds. 5.
Yellow.
Okay, yellow light. You're correct.
Oh my.
Okay. Red kidney beans. You call it green light, yellow light, or red light?
I still can't choose between yellow and green.
Pick one.
Green.
You're right. Green light. Okay, white bread.
Yellow.
Incorrect. Red.
We're tied, Neil. He
You're
got
tied.
2 wrong. I got 2 wrong.
That's it. Okay.
What?
All right. Bonus round.
Wait, do we each get one more?
No, you're just going to have to just call out
Oh,
whoever
okay.
gets it right. Okay. So you guys are tied right now. Okay. All right. Fruit juice.
Red
Red.
light.
Red light. Except if you make it fresh, then it's yellow. Red because it has added sugar, right?
Okay, so wait, we both did it at the same time. So
Yeah.
we get
Usually red.
1-1. We
Usually
won 1.
store-bought, I would say red. If you make it at home, I would call it yellow. Okay?
Mama, keep score. We're 1-1.
All right.
Red.
Red.
What is this? You have to say what it is.
Coca-Cola, red.
Coca-Cola.
Okay, so Coca-Cola is red light,
I
right?
got that one. I
There's
said it
like
before.
no
No.
nutritional value to this thing.
Okay,
It's
fine, we tried. 2-2.
but it's a really, really good toilet bowl cleaner.
You don't want to be drinking that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Gatorade.
Red. Gatorade.
Okay, good. You both got red. Okay.
Red.
Yellow.
What is the say the food?
Iced coffee with milk and syrup. Red.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
said yellow.
He
and
said
you-
no. He had said red before. Okay. Next one. Say what the food is.
Strawberry melon smoothie with no
Yellow.
added sugar.
Or green. Green.
Maya,
Green. I also say
you say green?
yeah.
Okay, I would say
Yellow actually, yeah. No, wait. I'm going to change it. Yellow because there is no pulp. There is no, you're taking the,
But it's
Sugar
a
out of
smoothie.
it.
yeah, you're drinking your food. All right, we're gonna call it a yellow. Okay.
Yay, I got that one.
All right.
Neil
What?
did it.
But if you put it in a blender, it takes all the fiber with it.
I got
It
one.
does
Neil
take
has
fiber
0.
with it, but you end up having a lot more of it because of that, because it's blended. Okay, ready?
I have 1.
You have more than you would have. Okay, ready? Oh wait, that's it.
And
Tricky
lastly, here
one.
comes a tricky,
Tricky one. What is it?
Green. Green. Water.
Green.
Yeah. All right. good.
That isn't tricky. I beat Neil because all the ones we were tied except for one where you got it wrong and I got it right. I won the game.
Looks like Maya won this one. We're gonna have to play this game more often. I think you like the game.
Yeah.
We do it more often. All right. We're gonna be good sports. We're gonna be good sports. No sulking. All right. How about this? Next time we're gonna talk about when we talk about these kinds of foods, we're gonna talk more about green light food, okay?
Okay.
And we'll come up with a really tricky game.
Thank you everybody for watching till the end. Please hit the like and subscribe button and tell 3 other friends about Wellness Wizards so we can donate thousands of dollars to Tara.
Do we want to say thousands of dollars to say we can donate to our favorite
Of
charity?
course we want to say that.
So that we can donate to our favorite charity, Thara. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Ah!